everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the Electrified Latina, and today we're going to be talking about something that recently came to my attention, and that is that a clone to the Wired Freedom has recently hit the market. It's called the eCells company, the 5 stars e-bike. Now, competition is really good for the consumer, but when the bike is a clone of another e-bike, it makes me feel pretty uneasy and suspicious. Before we dive into this subject, let's roll the intro. Guys, before I make any content, I do a lot of research on the topic, and this has been the case with this one. Now, it's going to be a little controversial, but you guys know I speak my mind and I watch out for our e-bike community. I mean, so it's the same frame, down to the color blue. I mean, I know Wired has 4 different colors you can choose from, but the blue has been the flagship color, and now eCells comes also using a flagship color blue. It's like, come on, that's lame. At least be a little original, right? So the eCells e-bike, they're saying that they're using the same frame they've been using for like the last 5 years in their Monarch e-bikes, but they've also always used 48 volt batteries and 52 volt batteries, and now all of a sudden they're using 60 volt batteries just like Wired. Also, they're usually dual hub motors and all-wheel drive e-bikes, and now it's just like that massive motor. And they're also using a Hentak motor, same motor that Wired is using. Guys, let me tell you about a lot of the similarities that they have with each other. So they both have BMX handlebars. They both have a KT full color display, fully customizable, right throttle on the right. They both have Kenda 26 by 4-inch tires. Now the front suspension is also an RST guide with 75 millimeters of travel. Let's go look at the back one. It's also a DNM air shock with all kinds of suspension. The battery is also a Samsung 60 volt 20 ampere hour battery. The controller is also a KT 40 amp controller, and then back here you can see is a Hentak motor, super large motor. And now let me show you the chain ring. So the chain ring is a 56 tooth chain ring, and then on the back, your sprocket, it's an 1134 teeth. Guys, what looks very suspicious to me is that ever since they put the 5-star e-bikes on their website, they have been changing the specs. So last week, it's like every week they're changing their specs to have a one upper hand on Wired. So last week they were saying their motor was a 1200 watt with 100 on the first 2 weeks, 120 newton meters of torque. Now this week it's up to 147.6 newton meters of torque, because Wired has 138 newton meters of torque. So see, they're just like going, they're trying to up Wired. Now let me tell you about the motor, guys. So like I said, this is a Hentak motor. It's very special because it's a hybrid of nylon and steel gears, right? So that is all fine. Okay, they're using the same motor because Wired is too, when before they only used to use Bafang, right? Red flag. But here it goes. Okay, guys, so it's impossible for them to have a more powerful motor than Wired. You know why? Because Wired has a contract, signed copyright contract, however you want to call it, with Hentak motor, that nobody else can use the same motor with the same power or higher. Yes, of course, other companies, they can buy the Hentak motor. Yes, it can come with a hybrid of nylon and steel, but it cannot go even to 138 newton meters, which is what Wired has, or higher. So guys, like eCells is lying. Like I said, this is impossible. Okay, another thing, guys. So when they just released their 5 stars on their website, the chain rig, they had it listed, I can't remember exactly what, it was like a 44 or 46 tooth right up here. And but yeah, I remember that clearly. It was way smaller, even the pictures, it looked way smaller. And now this week, they have it up to 56 tooth, so the same as wires. So it's like every week they're like, yeah, they're either like matching or saying that their specs are more powerful. Another thing I don't understand is a bunch of people out there, YouTubers, posting pretty much talking about how eCells 5-star e-bikes is like the greatest of all times, when this, guys, is just a picture and just specs. That's it. What doesn't make sense to me is that this is an e-bike that doesn't even exist yet. Nobody has seen it. Nobody has tested it. The right and professional way of doing things is to send a prototype to a YouTuber for review, like Wired did. They sent a prototype to Citizen Cycle before their very, very first model came out. Citizen Cycle put it through its paces, then talked to Wired, told him what he thought could be improved. Then Wired made those improvements, changes, and then they sent it for mass production. And this is not just Wired, like I said, this is any reputable company. This is how they do things. So guys, do you really want to buy an e-bike that nobody has seen or tested yet? I mean, do you? Oh, they're also saying, first on their website, they said that it's going to be available for shipping in April. Now I don't see anything saying on the website, but what the speculations are saying is that it's going to ship between April and May. Do you really want to wait till then for an e-bike that who knows if it's even going to exist by then? Like, I know eCells with the Monarch, they had a good reputation and everything, but the other thing that is like fishy and doesn't feel good to me is their website. Like, if you go into the 5 stars part, it just, the website feels unorganized, it feels cluttered, and guess what? It's just so not professional. Like, I saw some spelling mistakes. I'm sorry, I don't usually like read onto websites. I'm like, whatever, easygoing. I just care about the e-bike. But when the website is that bad, like I don't know. Me personally, I would not feel comfortable buying from such a website. So guys, as you can see, Wired has the upper hand in every single way. They have a lot of YouTubers, including myself, that have tested this e-bike thoroughly, including the thousands and thousands of very happy customers around the United States. Now, customer service is incredible with Wired, something like I had never experienced before. Guys, and if you have been following for a while, I was making videos of the Wired Freedom, riding my MUKKPET Suburban. Wired very recently just sent me this Wired Freedom, but I have been making videos about them, riding other e-bikes. I've always been so impressed by their company, by their customer service, and by their products. They answer the phones from 8 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. I've spoken to Steven, the owner of the company, until 11 o'clock at night. I mean, they answer emails, they answer, like I said, I've worked with a lot of companies even before I was a YouTuber. And then now, even like me being a YouTuber, and if I'm going to work with some company, I have gotten not so great customer service before. So this is saying a lot. There's a lot of people, the Facebook group, just like I said, a bunch of super happy, satisfied customers. So in my opinion, guys, it's like, go with the reliable, trusted brand that's already out there. It's proven, right? But I mean, of course, you're gonna make your own decision. eCells they're selling the e-bike for cheaper. Again, in my opinion, that's another move to undercut Wired. It's probably gonna go up if this e-bike even comes to market later on. But that's just my opinion, guys. Like, please be kind to each other in the comment section. Just be respectful. We can all have a good, mature conversation without being mean with each other. So anyways, thank you so much. I can't wait to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in to another one of my videos. And whatever you're doing, happy riding!